troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat. Remember to forget the future and the past.
Welcome back to Trouble with Tish. I'm Tish, and I be Trouble. Alright, so today we are getting back into the OPV Beauty Spotlight palette. As a reminder, these are the colors. I had a question in my comment section about how many times I use a palette. Depends on how many shades, but I do try to use a palette at least twice if there are enough shades. And sometimes I use it more, depends on if I'm getting along with the palette or not, I guess, or whether I feel inspired by the palette or not. Anyways, so I have already primed my eyes with the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, and I think since I'm going to the store, I'm probably going to do a pretty basic look. I think maybe we're going to get into some browns, maybe those oranges, and probably this shade right here looks to be a topper. So this shade, and this shade. So I think we'll end up using these two shades here with those browns. So yeah. Alright, let me clean my fingers up real quick. I have not been feeling very good lately. I've been feeling very strange. I go through these spots during the day where I start to feel nauseous, and then I kind of feel weak and shaky, and kind of feel like I'm going to pass out, and I'm not really sure what it is, but it's kind of driving me crazy. Probably not going to dip into those orangey shades. Probably just going to stick to these first two colors here. But yeah, I have been having a rough go the past week. I don't like that brush. Let's try this one. And on top of not feeling all that great myself, my son got sent home from school because he came into close contact with somebody who tested positive for the virus. So I've been extra stressed about that. I didn't really think that he was going to contract it, but there's always the chance, so that's had me a little bit on edge when it comes to my son's health. I tend to get really I'm a worrywart when it comes to his health. And that's probably a mom thing. But we got his results back today, and they came back negative, of course. But, yeah. I've been worrying about that. I don't know what the heck is going on with not feeling good. I mean, I don't even feel good right now, but like, I feel better than I have. But I don't understand what my body is doing. I probably need to start taking iron again. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if that's my eye or if that's the eyeshadow. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start taking the iron and see if that helps, because it's definitely not a fun feeling. I'm gonna take some of that darker brown and kind of deepen up the outer V here. Yeah, I don't think that spot on my eye is going to be happy with taking shadow. So I'm going to take that Notoriety color. Run it right here on the outer. Yeah, I don't want it to be too dark or overpowering. This is just perfect for what I want it for. Now, if I was going for a look and I wanted it to pop, this would not be it. But I just want a little bit of color. And I just love green. I've been trying to Christmas shop for my husband. And I think that I am almost done. But I am not sure how much of alright, I'm gonna have to put this shade all the way across, I think, because this other shade is just definitely a topper shade. And there is nothing to put it on top of. That's fine. I'm not sure how much of his list I am going to be able to get. My husband is a gamer, so usually the stuff on his list is not cheap. But And I always feel bad shopping for my husband because he asks me for a list. And when I was growing up, I was taught you give a list and it has so many things on it. And then, you know, that gives the person buying an idea of the things that you want. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get those things. It just means that, you know, they're on your list. And I think my husband takes my list and he kind of thinks that it is, it's almost like he thinks they're a list of demands. I think he finds it, it's like he feels like I've challenged him when I give him a list. I have challenged him to find everything that's on my list and purchase it. And it's a hard habit to break. But when I get his list, he's got like 5 things on the list. Usually about one of those things I can actually afford. So I think I'm actually almost done Christmas shopping for him though. I feel like I've had a bit of downtime this week, so now I've just taken those first 2 brown shades and kind of dipped back and forth between them. And that is what I'm running on my lash line here. I'm not looking for anything that's like terribly dramatic. Like I said, I'm just gonna be going to the store and I just poked myself in the eye. Do you know how? Talent. Pure talent. Awesome. I'm amazing. Alright. So maybe what I will do is I will try to take that topper shade and that's not going to work. Alright, well, I'll just take this other shade here that I used on my lid. I think I'm going to spray it. Now, when I spray my brush and I dip it into the color or the shade that I want to dip it into, I only dip it into the corner of that shade because I'm worried that if I just run it across the whole middle of the pan, that I run the risk of hard pan. And yeah, I like that. In a palette that I enjoy, I don't really want to do that. I don't know if that's a thing. but I figure why push it? I don't know enough about makeup to say for sure that that's what happens, but I don't want to take any chances. Kind of like this palette. It has a nice color story and alright. So, just so we're not being too dramatic, you know, I think I'm going to use a Lily Posh highlighter for the inner corner. Because, you know, we like a nice subtle highlighter. I'm going to use the Ellie Star Lily Posh. And I think I am going to use... I think I'm going to use Boy Mom. Right here. Yeah. Alright. I am going to go off, fix the rest of my face, and I'll be back. Alright, so I did not really feel like doing a full face of anything, so I just put on some eyeliner. I used the ColourPop Raw Beauty Christie in Woodsy. I put on some mascara. I used the Hank & Henry Slick With It Mascara Duo in Clout. And for my lip, I used the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. And that is in shade Soft Spoken. Alright, so that is my last look. I think next time we will do a different palette. I have enjoyed using this palette. I am glad that I bought it, especially since I paid like $6 for it. So I got it off the Boxycharm add-ons or pop-up or whatever the case may be. But yeah. Anyways, I have rather enjoyed using this. I cannot wait to move on to the next palette, however. I am actually getting into the Wheel series quite a bit. So, I would definitely recommend this palette. I do not think that if you are looking for like pow in your face color that this is the thing for you, but it is definitely a beautiful color story. So that is it for this round of the Wheel series. Alright, so this series was inspired by A Day in the Life of Michelle. I have her permanently linked below. Also, Renee and Clara still need watch hours, so I have them linked below as well. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It's also down below. And I hope every single one of you has an absolutely amazing day. And I will see you all next time. Bye.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat.